G'day guys, welcome back to another exciting episode. Today I am planning on doing the ultimate inflation and deflation test. There's a lot of new products on the market today, so today we're going to test out them all and see which way is actually the fastest way of inflating and deflating your tires. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so let me run you through the gear that we are going to be using for this video. So first of all, is your deflators. Now this is a manual deflator, so essentially how it works, you screw it onto the valve and you let the air out, and then you can just check on this gauge to see when it reaches your set PSI. The other most popular thing I would say these days is automatic tire deflators. Now this is our new automatic tire deflators. Essentially how it works is you set your PSI. For today, we're going to go from 20 to 40 and from 40 back to 20. So we're going to set it at 20 PSI. And then all you do, you screw them on to the valve, you let the pin out, and it's automatically going to release all the air until it reaches 20 PSI. So that's the good thing about automatic. You screw it onto each tire, you let them do their thing. And once they're all done and at 20 PSI, they will stop and you just unscrew them, put them back. Whereas with the manual one, you've got to do each tire at a time. So that's just one thing to consider. Next up is our air compressor. Now this is the Morflate twin air compressor. So essentially it pumps out 300 liters per minute at 150 PSI. So that's awesome because our next product is also rated at 300 liters per minute. So you're going to see the max capability today of these products, which is great. The best feature about this Morflate dual air compressor is the fact that you can set your PSI on the screen here. So like I said, we're going to set it at 40 PSI and then we can inflate it and see which way is faster. So there's going to be two ways. The first way is to use your single hose. Now this is probably the setup that most people have, is just your single hose. So you've got to go around each tire, pump it up and see how long it takes. And then the second option is to use a 4-hose inflation or deflation kit. So this is our new kit that we have here. So like I said, essentially you just take your hoses, you connect them to each tire, and then you can pump all 4 tires up simultaneously. So that's going to be pretty cool. And it doesn't have to be 4 tires. You can pump 1, 2, 3, or 4 tires up at the same time. But yeah, like you can see, there's a heap of hoses. So I'm actually very keen. This is the first time I'm going to do this test, is to actually see what is faster, to pump each tire up individually or to pump them up simultaneously, because you've got to take into account how long it's going to take to, plug all of these hoses into the tire. So I'm going to keep it very realistic. I'm going to keep them in a bag and I'll start them at the same time, taking them out of the bag, setting it up, everything. I want to know exactly which one is actually faster. All right, so I've got the time lapse ready. Phone is here. I'm going to time it. And we're going to start with the manual deflation. So 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, look at that. So just over 4 minutes. So about a minute a tire. That is not bad. Not bad. So we'll now just pump it up with this bad boy back to 40. And then we'll go back down to 20 with the automatic ones and see which one is quicker. So I would just mention this as well. The fitting is a ARB fitting on the Morflate compressor. So if you do want to connect a single hose to a nitto fitting, you'll need an ARB to a nitto fitting, one like this. You can grab it on the website if you do want one. The reason why Morflate does this is because they are intended to be used with the 4-hose kit. It will just last longer because essentially this thing pumps out more air than the factory valves can handle. So that's why there's a lot of back pressure happening and essentially affecting the lifetime of the compressor. So that's why they made it. So it's used with a 4-hose kit, just so the air is actually distributed evenly and the compressor will also last a lot longer. But yeah, anyway, let's connect it up and then we'll just quickly pump it up. So I'm just going around the car, and as you can see, I'm just making sure every tire is on 20. There you go. And then we'll pump it up till this one says 40, and then go from there and see which one is faster. Okay, so time for the inflation test. Just to make sure I don't drain my battery, I will start the car There you go. So the compressor will be nice and quick. So let's go with the first test of inflation with the single hose. So what I'll do is I'll just leave the compressor set up. So it's just a matter of plugging it in and then, yeah, running to each tire. And I'll also keep it in the bag to keep it as realistic as possible. So let's reset it now. Boom. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right, look at that. So that's the time, 6 minutes and 20 seconds. So it actually wasn't too bad. You know, the only thing is with the single hose, once you've done one tire, the compressor basically shuts off at 40 psi. So you're gonna run back, press the button again, run to the next tire. Same thing, run back, press it again, run to the next tire. But yeah, so that's the single hose test, guys. The tires are now all back to 40 psi. So that is pretty good. Let's see how hot this thing is, by the way. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's hot. So we'll definitely give it some time. It's super hot. So yeah, that's why you need the full hose kit. Will be interesting to see what it feels like after that. But yeah, guys, what we'll do is we'll do the next deflation test, which is with the automatic tire deflators, and then this thing can cool off a bit, and then we'll do the inflation test with the full hose kit. So let's do that. And just to keep it fair, we are putting the valve caps back on, just like we did with the first deflation test. So yeah, let's keep things fair, hey? Okay, automatic tire deflators, here we go, it's in the bag. Reset that one. 3, 2, 1, go. So here we go. What's going to be faster, automatic ones or manual? These ones are still going. I don't know whether it's just me, but I think the manual one deflates faster because this one is still going. Oh, this is going to be close. We're getting to the 3-minute mark. It's still going. All right, that one stopped. 3 minute 30. This one is still going. All right, that one stopped. It's only these two. Ooh, it's gonna be close. That one stopped. Just the one. Oh, there's a few seconds. There's a few seconds. Oh my goodness. Let's give it another second for running back to the car. But there you go. Oh my goodness, guys. 4 minutes and 3 seconds. So it's only a second faster. Can you believe it? All right, time for the last inflation test. So this is with the full hose kit. So we've reset it. The car is turned on. Whoa, that's going to be interesting. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we are on. So it took me about 2 minutes to get all of these lines ready and plugged in. So essentially, it's basically just a cap there that just clips onto the valve. So that's pretty cool. So there's 1, 2. Currently at 33 psi. Getting there. It's going to that one there. That's going to that one there. But yeah, guys, so far looking good. So close. There you go, 40. Boom. 4 minutes and 31 seconds. How good is that? So that's like what, 2 minutes almost? That is crazy. So yeah, there you go, 40 psi. Let's have a look at this one. So this one says 41.7, 41.6. So yeah, more or less 1 to 2 psi difference, but there you go. How good, guys? 4 minutes and 31 seconds. And that's with setting up the hoses. So That is awesome. That is really, really good. And just to let you guys know as well, this can also be a deflation system. So just for the sake of it, what I'll do is I'll just reset the time here. There you go. I'll start it and then press up. Plug it in, press up. There you go. So it lets air out of all 4 tires at the same time. So this is going to be super fast. Let's have a look. 35. Okay, so there's quite a bit to go. But there you go. All right, let's see. 30. Okay, so still a little bit to go. So they take about 4 minutes, the tire deflators. So this is going to be interesting. I reckon this is going to be way faster. So let's have a look. All right, we're almost there. So a minute and a half. 22. We'll go down to 20 and see what we do. There you go, 20, 1 minute, 58. So there you go, literally half the time it takes for this one instead of the deflator. So even with setup time, so what was the setup time again? I can't remember, but plus that amount, it will be less than the deflator. So actually it will be pretty close because it took about 2 minutes to set it up. So yeah, it's probably about the same actually. But there you go. So if it's already hooked up, it's going to be a lot quicker. And I reckon it's just about convenience really. So for me, I would probably go the automatic tire deflators for deflation, and for inflation, I would just go the hoses because as you guys seen, this is way, way quicker. So yeah, very, very impressed. Oh, and before I forget, so with the 4 hose inflation, there you go. I can literally hold my hand on it because it's that cool. So there you go. That's why I reckon these guys offer such a long warranty, just because if you use it with the 4 hose kit, it's just going to last a lot longer and you're able to pump out the full 300 liters through these hoses. As you can see, there you go. 300 psi. Oh, 300 psi. So that's actually double what it is for this one, because this one can only pump out about 150 psi, but 300 liters. So yeah, this hose is plenty strong enough. But yeah, very cool. This might also be worth telling you guys. So just a handy feature after you've pumped it up, what you can do is lock it so the air can't escape. Now there's a lot of pressure in here, so you don't want to try and unclip it and there's just going to be like an air explosion, like psh. So there is a air pressure release valve at the back here. So as you can see, when you press it in, there you go, all 40 psi is now out of the system, so you won't have any explosion when you click it off. There you go, as easy as that. And same thing with this one. If you want to release the air, there you go. Well, there you go, guys. That's the final result with the deflation and the inflation method. So now you guys know exactly which method is actually faster. So at the end of the day, with the deflation, all 3 devices were actually very similar and close. So I reckon it comes down to your budget and also convenience. So for me personally, I would grab the automatic tire deflators because you can just whack them on, and while they're doing their thing, you can do something else. But inflation wise, the 4 hose kit is super, super fast, as you guys saw. So I'll just put up the times on here again. So as you can see, those were the results. But yeah, to be honest, I was very skeptical about the 4 hose kit. I was like, I don't know, there's so many hoses involved. It's actually going to take you longer to set it up and to actually inflate or deflate the car than it would be with other devices. But there you go, it's a lot faster, and that's the thing. It's faster and it's better for the air compressor, like I mentioned the heap of times. The compressor doesn't have to work as hard, and there's also less back pressure because it can actually release all the air simultaneously instead of getting all that back pressure from the one valve at the time. And the other thing as well, you can plug it in whilst it inflates or deflates, you can walk away and do something else. So that is the cool thing. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. If you do fancy any of these products, make sure to check them out on our website. Here's the link. I'll also put it in the description if you guys want to check it out. And yeah, now we know what the results are. So just for watching, guys. As always, we appreciate your support. And if you have any other questions, drop it down below. If you want to see more tests, let me know as well. Yeah, thanks for watching, legends. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.